Chapter 45 of the Quran is called Surah Al-Jathiyah.
Okay.
So let's recite it. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to recite it. I'll recite it, inshallah, since it's Ramadan. And what we'll do is I'm going to read out what it means. And I'm going to tell you what the points of discussion are from what I'm going to. Okay, it's just a new approach I'm trying. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم حميم تنزيل الكتاب من الله العزيز الحكيم. The revelation of God is full of. I'm going to change this translation. Let's get. Who should we get? Mohsin Khan. Okay. Hamim. These are two letters. Yeah, no one knows what they mean except for Allah. The revelation of the book, the Quran, is from Allah, the Almighty, the All-Wise. Yeah, this is what it says.
Yes.
You're welcome to do any criticism you want afterwards. I just want you to kind of be exposed to it. Yeah.
Yes.
إن في السماوات والأرض لآيات للمؤمنين. Verily, in the heavens and in the earth are signs for the believers. Yeah. وفي خلقكم وما يبث من دابة آيات لقوم يوقنون. And in your creation and what He scattered through the earth of moving living creatures are signs for people who have faith with certainty. Now listen, this is the first point. Because you said you were certain of atheism. I want you to ponder over this verse here. وَفِي خَلْقِكُمْ وَمَا يَبُثُّ مِن دَابَّةٍ. And in your creation and what is scattered through the earth of moving creatures are signs. لَآيَاتٌ لِقَوْمٍ يُوقِنُونَ. Are ayat, are signs for those who have certainty. In other words, certainty is almost presupposed here that certainty can only be achieved if you believe in God. This is the presupposition. Yeah? واختلاف الليل والنهار وما أنزل الله من السماء من رزق فأحيا به الأرض بعد موتها وتصريف الرياح. It says, so let's just keep going with this, right? واختلاف الليل والنهار وما أنزل الله من السماء من رزق فأحيا به الأرض بعد موتها وتصريف الرياح آيات لقوم يعقلون. So it says, and the alteration of the night and the day and the provision, rain that Allah sends down from the sky and revives therewith the earth after its death, and in the turning about of the winds, okay, are signs for people who understand. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So are signs for people who understand, okay? So here, there's two things. In our creation, in the creation of the other creatures of the earth, are signs for those who believe or have certainty, and the word here is certainty. And also, so we're not just talking about biology here, but we're talking about the cosmos. وَاخْتِلَافِ اللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ. And the alteration of the day and the night. Yeah? وَمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مِنْ رِزْقٍ. And what Allah has sent down from the skies, from provisions, i.e. rain, yeah? آيَاتٌ لِقَوْمٍ يَعْقِلُونَ are signs for those who have understanding, yeah? تِلْكَ آيَاتُ اللَّهِ نَتْلُوهَا عَلَيْكَ بِالْحَقِّ فَبِأَيِّ حَدِيثٍ بَعْدَ اللَّهِ وَآيَاتِهِ يُؤْمِنُونَ. These are the proofs, evidences, verses, lessons, revelations. Allah that we recite upon you with truth. So then in which speech after Allah and His ayat will they believe? Okay. Now listen, this is all I want to read out, yeah? And there's going to be another part that I'm going to read out. Before I read out the other part, I want to just explain what this is saying, okay?
So this is proof that God exists?
No, it's not proof that God exists. I'm not trying to prove God exists. That's not my premise. I'm just telling you what the Quran says, right?
Okay.
It's saying that right now, what we're doing is we're looking at the evidences that Allah has talked about in the Quran. Yeah. So the evidences are, you could categorize them as biological and cosmological. So the biological evidences are those things which are وَفِي خَلْقِكُمْ وَمَا يَبُثُّ مِن دَابَّةٍ. Yeah. If in your creation, our biology, yeah, and whatever creatures are on the earth, there are signs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. واختلاف الليل والنهار وما أنزل الله من السماء من رزق فأحيا به الأرض بعد موتها وتصريف الرياح آيات لقوم يوقنون. That of all of these things, the alteration of the night and day, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down from the sky, i.e. the water cycle, yeah? And these things are proof that Allah are for those who understand, right? Now listen, before you continue, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. Yeah, I really do apologize. I really love this surah because it's actually, for me, it's underused with discussions with people who have atheist beliefs, yeah? So we're fast forwarding now. This is what you say, okay? This is your claim. It says, وقالوا ما هي إلا حياتنا الدنيا نموت ونحيا وما يهلكنا إلا الدهر وما لهم بذلك من علم إن هم إلا يظنون. And they say, there is nothing but our life of this world, we die and we live, and nothing destroys us except for time. And they have no knowledge of this, they only guess, or they only conjecture. Okay? وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا بَيِّنَاتٍ مَا كَانَ حُجَّتَهُمْ إِلَّا أَنْ قَالُوا ائْتُنَا بِآبَائِنَا إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. And when our clear verses are recited to them, their argument is, bring back our dead fathers if you're truthful. In other words, let's see the actual empirical evidences, let's see the living come back to life. Yeah? قُلِ اللَّهُ يُحْيِيكُمْ ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ ثُمَّ يَجْمَعُكُمْ إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Allah gives you life, then He causes you to die, then He will assemble you on the day of resurrection, about which you have no doubt, but most of mankind do not know this. Okay, there's one more thing I want you I'm just trying to recite the Quran to you, just so you can understand what the Quran is saying. Okay, so I fast forwarded it.
Okay, I'll give you some point.
وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ إِنَّ وَعْدَ اللَّهِ حَقٌّ وَالسَّاعَةُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهَا قُلْتُمْ مَا نَدْرِي مَا السَّاعَةُ إِن نَّظُنُّ إِلَّا ظَنًّا وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمُسْتَيْقِنِينَ. This is what I want you to really think about.
Well, what does it say?
And when it said to them, verily Allah's promise is the truth, and that there is no doubt about the coming of the hour, i.e. the day of judgment. You said, we know not what the hour is, we do not think it but a conjecture, something you guys are making up, yeah? And we have no firm convincing belief. إِن نَظُنُّ إِلَّا ظَنًّا وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمُسْتَيْقِنِينَ. We only guess, yeah? We're guessing. And we are not certain. Okay? And we are not certain. Now, all I want you to think about is as follows. This is the premise. The premise as follows. Because I'm just giving you the ayat. I've not done them in any order. It's actually in the order, but not in order, if you like.
Can I give you some quick proofs about why I don't believe in God?
Yeah, of course. I just want you to kind of deal with the Islamic argument first. This is what the Quran is saying.
Go on.
The Quran is, because people don't know this. I was thinking to myself, subhanAllah, of all the verses in the Quran, there is this one verse we all use. أَمْ خُلِقُوا مِنْ غَيْرِ شَيْءٍ أَمْ هُمُ الْخَالِقُونَ. Were they created from nothing, or are they themselves the creators of themselves? That's the verse in chapter 52, verse 85. In the Quran, it says this. But this, I believe, this surah has the most explicit references to who I would refer to as atheists.
Okay.
Like if there are any chapters in the Quran or any verses that directly refer to atheists, it's this chapter. Okay? Now, the arguments are as follows. If you look within yourself, if you look into the biological landscape, if you look in the cosmological landscape, there are evidences in that for those who believe. Evidences in what? Evidences in Allah's being one. Allah's being one. And by the way, all the mufassirun say about this verse, this is about the rububiyyah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what At-Tabari says. He says, in other words, if you look around, if you look at the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us, or that we have been Forget about Allah's created us. That we are biological, sophisticated animals, yeah?
Yes.
That there is a biological landscape.
Yeah.
There is a cosmological landscape. All of which indicates complexity and not simplicity, yeah? That alone, from a teleological perspective, yeah, should gear us to understanding that there is a creator. And then the counter argument is also dealt with. As for those dahriyun are those who says, وَمَا هِيَ إِلَّا حَيَاتُنَا الدُّنْيَا نَمُوتُ وَنَحْيَا وَمَا يُهْلِكَنَا إِلَّا الدَّهْرُ. That we're going to live and die, and that there's nothing's going to destroy us except for time. In other words, when we die, that's it. That's what it is, yeah? Those individuals, all they can do is do dhann. Dhann is the best you can get to is conjecture, speculation. You'll never ever reach a certainty in that position. It's impossible. An atheist can never be fully atheist. They'd have to be to some extent agnostic.
I'll explain to you.
So that is the Quranic argument. You can be an atheist, but you can never be a full atheist. You always have to speculate, and you always have to use a high degree of conjecture. You'll never be certain. That is what the Quran, and that's why you're here today. Forget about everything else. I'm telling you the reason why you're here today. Do you know why? I've noticed something. I've dealt with a lot of ex-Muslims.
Yeah.
Wallahi, I'm telling you something. Sorry, I'm not letting you speak. I'll let you speak. I will let you speak. I've dealt with a lot of ex-Muslims and non-Muslims and atheists in my time. Believe me, in the last 2 years, I've dealt with a lot of them.
Yes.
And what I want to say to you is that if you just go on my YouTube channel and look at all of the atheists I have spoken to, yeah, you'll find one common thread. All of them, none of them have dared at the end of the discussion say that we are certain of our position. After the whole rational back and forth and the arguments back and forth, they can only say we can be what you call negative atheists. They can never be positive atheists.
Okay, I'll explain to you this way.
Right. So what I'm saying to you, the reason why you're here is because you want closure. Okay? But let me tell you something you're not going to get. You'll never get closure.
No, I just wanted to debate with you. That's it.
No, that's fine. You can. But what I'm saying is, ex-Muslims, non-Muslims, and atheists. You said it in the beginning of what you were saying today. You said, I wanted to know for sure that I made the right decision. Let me tell you something. You can never know for sure that you've made the right decision by virtue of the fact that you're an atheist. Go ahead and try and argue against that point.
Okay. Let me just say, there's so many reasons to be an atheist. There's so many reasons that prove that God doesn't exist. I've come up with this in the past.
So you're a positive atheist?
Yeah, I'll explain to you this way.
You're a positive atheist?
I'm a positive atheist.
Okay.
I'll explain to you this way. There's so many reasons.
Go on.
You know, the one thing that I remember Muslims, when they do the debate on YouTube, they've always got this debate about the design of the eyes. You believe that God designed the eyes, yes?
Yeah, I do. That's what the Quran says. But I also believe that God designed the cosmological things as well.
Okay,
so physics and biology, not just biology.
Let's start with let's do a quick one. The eye, yeah? You believe the eye is a perfect design.
I'm not saying it's actually we believe. I'll tell you exactly what the Quran says. It says, لَقَدْ خَلَقَنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. We have certainly created the human being in the best of molds.
Yeah.
So proportionally, in terms of what the Quran says, it says that we are the best of molds. That's what the Quran says. That's what I believe in.
If the design of the eyes is perfect, no one would need glasses. It's very simple.
No, I haven't. No.
It's a very simple. See, this just proves it very quickly.
Okay.
It's a very easy way. You know and I know. God would never.
No, but that's not the way the Quran says.
No, let me
the Quranic argument. See, now you're making a straw man, because the Quranic argument is as follows, right? The Quran is, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. We have certainly created the human being in the best of molds. Human being, by natural design, from a Quranic perspective, has the best proportionalities. The Quran says, الَّذِي خَلَقَهُ فَسَوَّاهُ فَعَدَلَهُ. Yeah? He's the one who created him, and then he proportioned him, and then he adjusted him. It doesn't say that a human being cannot be ill, or have imperfections, or have or have ailments.
I'm not talking about ill.
Or even be born like that.
I'm talking about something very specific. The design of the eye.
Okay. You
know and I know that God would never do a bad job, would he? Would God do a bad job? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, of course. We're not saying that he's done a bad job, but are you with me?
No, I'm not saying you're saying Mohammed, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Yes, I'm listening, yeah.
In a very general sense.
Okay.
Whether you're Muslim, atheist, Christian,
okay,
you'd have to be only a crazy person is going to say.
So I don't. What's the argument?
The argument is this: would God do a bad job or God doesn't exist? What makes more sense? We know God is never going to
Okay,
do a
fine.
bad
So
job.
what's the bad job you're referring to?
The bad job is the design of the eye. If God has designed the eyes, no one would need glasses. You wouldn't even have that. We got 10-year-old kids who've got glasses.
Okay, so
no one would be blind.
Right.
The design of the eye would be perfect.
So there's a gaping hole in your offensive
I'm
there.
not talking about long vision. I'm talking about the
No.
design would be perfect.
Let me tell you what the gaping hole in what you're talking about
I'll
is.
give you one example. I've got so many examples.
Okay, no problem.
I've
Let
got
me
much time.
let me put it this way.
Yeah.
What you perceive in the sport of basketball, having height is an advantage in most cases than having no height, like you, or being tall.
I'm short.
Versus being, but you're only short compared to me, right? But compared to children, you're still quite tall. All right. So there are blind people, right? But they still have hearing. Do you know? No, listen. So what you want is not always what you get. No, this is the point.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's an unjust society.
No, that's what you
It's a
think.
sick society.
No, let me tell you why, right?
It's sick for a reason.
Let me tell you something, right?
Yeah.
Salman, listen to me.
Yeah.
You're not owed anything.
I'm owed my
You're
eyes.
not owed. No, you're not.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Whose eyes is
If
it?
we presuppose, because
It's
in
Salman's
your
eyes.
thought experiment, you're presupposing the existence of God. Yeah. If we're presupposing the existence of a God that creates, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's to say that you're owed eyes or ears or arms or anything? This is not
I'm a
yours.
human being. Every human being has eyes.
No, not really. Some people are blind.
No, they've got eyes, but they can't see.
No, but look, I'm saying something. What gives you entitlement to eyes?
That's how we.
What have you done? No. What have you done
To get those
to
eyes?
earn? No.
I haven't
Listen,
done anything.
okay, listen to me carefully, yeah? Because you're talking about justice. What have you done to earn your eyes?
Nothing. I was born
Okay,
that
so
way.
you're not entitled. You're not entitled to them, are you?
No, but I'm a human being.
No, listen. By virtue of the fact that you're a human being, doesn't entitle you to anything, right?
What's your
I'm
point?
just
What's
asking
your
you.
point? Sorry.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah,
What gives you entitlement to your eyes?
What gives me entitlement
Yes,
to my
yes.
eyes? But I don't need.
Do you believe in a meritocracy?
Sorry.
Do you believe in a meritocracy? A meritocracy is when you earn things. For example, are you a capitalist or are you a communist?
No, I believe in capitalism.
All right, fine. You're a capitalist, right?
Yeah.
So capitalism
Yeah.
presupposes meritocracy. Yeah?
Yes. Profits and making money.
No, meritocracy is that you earn, you get what you earn.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
So, for example, a lawyer gets more money than someone who cleans.
Cleaner,
All right. Do you think that's fair?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Why?
Because a lawyer has more qualifications. He is educated.
Fine.
himself. The cleaner has
So
more
he's earned it.
Yes.
Fine. What I'm asking you in the same.
But your point
In the
doesn't
same.
make sense.
No.
You don't need
Listen.
to have-
I'm
you don't need
asking.
to earn to have eyes.
No.
You don't need a degree to have an eyes.
So the presupposition is
Yeah.
we should all be born with the same faculties. Why can't we all be born 6'7"? Why does it have to be 5'7"?
No, but I'm talking something very specific.
No, but-
I'm not talking about height here.
But
talking about your
there
eyes.
are lots of different physical features we have. We don't earn any of those. It's by the accident of birth.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So I'm asking you the question: what have you done to earn your eyes?
What have I done to earn
Yes.
my eyes?
What have you done to earn your eyes?
Nothing. I was born like this.
Okay, so you have not earned your eyes.
So what's the point? What's this got to do with God?
No, it's got everything to do with God because you're asking about ailments and deficiencies in human
I'm-
beings.
I said-
So I'm asking you the question
Is
because
it a bad design or is it a good design?
no,
That's the
that's
question you have to
no.
yourself, John.
You are
That's a very
you are talking about
specific-
justice, right?
Yes.
You just say this.
Yes.
So I'm asking you the question, right? When we're born,
Yeah.
say for example, if I was born with no arms,
Yes.
I've got 2 arms. Say I'm born with no arms.
Yes. Yes.
Is that unfair?
Yes.
Why?
You didn't deserve to be born with no arms.
No, but did I deserve to be born?
Yes. If your parents had sex. Then
No,
yes.
no, no, no.
You didn't ask your parents to have sex.
No, I didn't deserve anything. I've done nothing. According to meritocracy, according to earning something, I have not earned anything.
Yeah, but I'm not a meritocracy. I don't believe in meritocracy.
Yeah, but you said you're a capitalist.
Yeah, but I believe in responsible capitalism.
No problem,
I
but-
believe in making money.
No,
I believe in being. I believe in capitalism.
but the precept, the subtextual pretext
We make
in the
money.
background of it is meritocracy. Unless you are a capitalist, we can have a different discussion if you're a capitalist, but you are someone who believes in a free market economy, right?
Yes.
So if you believe in a free market economy, you believe in the precept of I earn what I get what I earn.
Well, if you're on the
Fine.
dole- if you're on
I'm
the dole,
just
it's free.
my
It's
simple
free.
question on atheism.
Yeah.
On atheism, forget about theism. On atheism, what have you done to earn your eyes?
What have I done to earn?
Yes.
eyes?
What have you done to earn your eyes?
Nothing.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So if you didn't have your eyes, Who are you going to write a complaint letter to?
No, but that's not the point.
No, are you with me?
It's an injustice. That's what
What?
it is.
So fine.
understand?
So perfect. So on atheism, it's an injustice.
Yes.
Perfect. What I'm saying to you is, on theism, it doesn't have to be an injustice. You know why?
Yeah, but that's why.
No, but
Theism is sick.
but you know why it doesn't? You're not listening to the sentences I'm putting together. I said to you on atheism, what have you done to earn your eyes? You said nothing, right?
Yes.
So do you deserve your eyes? No. If you're born with no eyes on atheism, is there anything wrong with that? No, right? On atheism, it's an injustice. I'm saying to you, on theism, there's always a reason for something.
So why do I have glasses? Do you have the answer?
Yeah,
What's the answer?
it's
Go
your
on.
test.
It's my test.
Yeah, it's your test. Yeah. Why should we all have the same physical capabilities? Why is that presupposed?
The design of the eyes has to be perfect because it's God.
Why? No.
God would do a perfect job. You know
What
that.
about if God knew for you, Salman, yeah, the most perfect test would be that you would have impaired vision?
I don't need this test.
Well, who are you to decide what you need and what you don't need?
It's me.
No.
Sorry.
Are you with me or not?
Let me explain
So
to you. sorry.
if we presuppose the existence of a God, sorry,
Let me just tell you
Salman.
something really
If we I will. I listen to this. But if we presuppose the existence of a God, right?
Yeah.
You're saying we don't need this test. This
a ludicrous test that I don't need.
this God is giving you the test, just as He's giving you eyes and arms and legs and everything else.
I'll explain to you this way. The difference between me and you is, as an atheist, all I care about is the pursuit of happiness. That is all I care about as an atheist. The meaning of life is to be happy, and I want to achieve happiness. The difference between me and you is you don't really want to achieve happiness. Your idea of happiness is reading the Quran, praying to Allah, fasting, not eating, whatever it might be today.
No, well, you can ask me what I believe, and because that's
I know
called
what you
poisoning.
believe, you're a Muslim.
That's a fallacy. It's called poisoning the well, right?
No, you're a Muslim,
Yeah. So
aren't you? You
what
believe
you're
in
doing
Allah,
is
you read
what
the
you're
Quran.
what you're doing is
You're
you're
fasting
you're
today
answering the
because it's
question
Ramadan.
before I even ask
No, but
it.
you know my answer is true. Because
No.
I explained to you. Do
You can-
not
you
believe
can
in
pose
Allah?
it.
Do you
I
believe
believe in
Muhammad?
Allah.
Do
Yeah.
you believe in Muhammad?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So it's common sense what a Muslim believes. You don't need to be a
Okay.
genius.
No, but that
You
part
don't
of it
need
is
to
not
have a
what I'm
PhD
talking
from
about.
Oxford.
Happiness.
Yeah, but you care about happiness.
Yeah, we
You
do
want
care
to
about
pursue
happiness, but we will say that happiness is not the ultimate goal.
That is the ultimate goal for human beings.
So if that's the case, then maybe what Jeremy Bentham talked about, which is utilitarianism, the greatest happiness for the greatest number, is potentially the best way we can live our lives.
No, it's about happiness. It's about pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, but for
Like
as
in
many
Hebrew-
people as possible, no?
No, I'm talking about myself. I'm being very specific here.
Oh, so you're being quite narcissistic in your...
No. You could say I might be selfish.
Okay.
But you see, I can afford to be selfish in the context that I'm a single man.
So, okay, no problem. Let's go.
As a single man, you can be as selfish as you
If
want.
what's happy for you contradicts what's good for the rest of society, should you
want
have
to
it?
achieve happiness? That's the question.
To some extent. I don't think happiness is the ultimate goal. But I was going to say to you, listen,
Yeah.
for example, if your happiness impinged on someone else's rights,
Then I would not want to do it. But I believe in happiness in everyone.
no, but you're contradicting. You don't even know the same surah we were talking about, chapter 45 of the
Okay,
Quran.
if you-
Let me tell you what it says.
Are you
Right?
talking about prostitutes?
No.
If someone visits a prostitute, or you're
No,
doing something bad to the
no,
woman.
rape. Let's say rape.
No, but I don't want to rape, so your
No,
argument doesn't make sense.
but for a rapist, it would make sense.
No, but I'm talking about myself.
No, but you're not
I'm
everyone.
not a rapist. I'm a good man.
No, hopefully, right?
No, hopefully, I am a good man.
no,
trust me.
no,
I'm probably wasting my time talking to you right now.
No problem.
I need to do a piss as well.
Do you want to go to the toilet and come
Yeah,
back?
I need to do a piss. I don't want to go damage my prostate.
No problem. Go ahead and go and come back. I'll wait for you, man.
You come back?
I'll stay here.
You stay here, yeah?
Do you want to wait? Shall I wait for you?
Yeah, you wait for me. I'll come back.
One thing I'll say to you is, the Quran says something really interesting, right?
Yeah.
It says, أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ. Have you in the same surah that we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
It says, have you seen the one who has taken his own desires as a god? وَأَضَلَّهُ اللَّهُ عَلَى عِلْمٍ وختم على سمعه وقلبه وجعل على بصره غشاوة. Said that, have you seen the one who has taken his own, okay, desires as a god? All that you want is happiness. Let me tell you something, okay?
I'm going to come back from the toilet, so I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
promise you're going to be here.
No problem.
I'll come back.
I'll wait for you. Yeah, all right.
Just 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes.
Coming back here.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the toilet.